Unfortunately, we don't look at how fortunate we are. There are many things, many places, many people we take for granted. Or maybe we unaware of when and what we're taking for granted. And sometimes we do it consciously. What are you taking for granted in your life? Take a moment to reflect. Welcome to Listening Every Day. It's your host, LAT. I am coming to you and wanting to talk about what we don't talk about much is what we really take for granted in life. You know, we don't really look at the smallest things in life, just having a pillow under our head, as something we take for granted. You know, yeah, we may have difficulties sleeping at times due to, inner fights or inner emotions, or even maybe because of some physical discomfort. But you still have a pillow to lay your head while there is someone else wishing and praying that they had a pillow to lay on. Those are simple and small things, but yet we are unaware of when we take it for granted, or either we consciously know when we're taking stuff for granted. Like, maybe we didn't like the food, so we just threw it away instead of, making it work and being appreciative. Okay? Things like that. What about the people we have in our life? Some never even known their family, and here we are, we know our family, but maybe we don't always agree with our family, and so it calls us to not speak or not talk or not at least, say, God, I thank you for this person in my life, or family or friends, but yet there is someone that never even had a chance to know their family or even had to live without their family, but we take it for granted, unaware or either consciously. Either way, we have to take a moment, more time, not even a moment, more time in our life to really reflect and say, what have I been taking for granted? Wrapping up the year is maybe the time that a lot of people deflect, however and whatever you want to call it, But I say aiming for more time at the end of your day to reflect and to really see what you need to improve and where you need to improve and how you could be more grateful is something that I say aim for, because I'm aiming to be more grateful, aiming to send a text instead of putting a text and call on back hold, or holding off and saying, I'll get to that person, I'll communicate and reply tomorrow. But what about if tomorrow's not promised? For granted, unaware or consciously, taking people, things, places for granted. So the question is, what are you taking for granted? Have you even taken a moment to see where have you been complaining? What have you been complaining about that you could be more grateful for? You are blessed. You have to see from a different lens, a different perspective. What are you taking for granted? You know, it's a question I ask myself, and I stop and pause because now as you get older, you start thinking and reflecting even more. But now it's like life is changing, thinking about all the things that's going on in the world and the news and everything else that's personally happening. Spiritual attacks left to right, back to back. But guess what? It's still something we must do. Unaware or consciously, we take things and people for granted. Next time, think about what you could be grateful for before you make that complaint, before you complain. Think about sending the text or making the call before putting it off another day. Yes, the things we don't think about, from the smallest, the least, to the biggest things. What about this weather that's going all around the world crazy, right? Some people didn't even get to spend time with family and friends, loved ones, or make it home. But yet we complain and, it's too cold out, or it's too hot, or it's too rainy. But yet you had the opportunity to be home and share with family and friends. Gratitude. Things we don't think about, we take for granted, unaware or consciously. Either way, my day, or today I say, is to encourage you, as I too work on this, to be grateful, to be and to be more aware of what we take for granted so that we may improve and become better and do better, to be the best we can be and the best version we can be, and help others to see what they're taking for granted in the most precious, heartfelt way, not in a judgment way, but in a way to help so that they can be the best they can be too. Well, this is my encouragement for you today, and it's just a lesson that I wanted to share, and I pray that you take something from this, and I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. God bless you, and go and be a blessing to others. I love you. Be blessed.